Hello. So here's a quick look at something I thought might be useful for new users, beginners with Dogwaffle. If you've never used Dogwaffle, you might run into this little calamity. Let's say you've been painting, you've been experimenting, finding the filters, going through the menus, just trying things out, and landed into the particle brushes. There you go. Find out you want to tack them down there with the pin, or pin them down with the tack. And same thing with the browse media here. You can get your media collection, perhaps for the organic effects. And I have a couple of different brushes here. And I would like to select the flowers. And the flowers are nice, but they're all one color. And you say, where are my colors? I used to have something on the side here, or maybe on the left side. We call that the sidebar. And it's no longer there. What did I do? So you're trying to trace your steps back here and say, what did I try first? Under the window, you found there is a layout control. And that's exactly where it's at. You want to see this option here, showed sidebar. That's where you bring it back. Okay, so that's where you can go and select your colors and start painting again with the right colors for your flowers. So this is the sidebar. I have it here on the right side. You can also change the layout here to have the sidebar to the other side. You can see there it is, sidebar on left. And that's probably how you saw it initially. Right? And actually the toolbar, that's the thin one along the left side here, that toolbar may be 2 columns by default. So once again, you can go here and see it in 2 columns. There's also an option to make it float. I like to have it single column, so I'm going to go like this, single column. And I like the color choices and layer controls and other features here on the right. So I'm going to go back to layout. Toolbar on the right. There it is. Oh no, that's not the one. The sidebar on the right. All right, so let's do this one more time. Toolbar on the left and sidebar on the right. There you go. That's the way I like this. And so that's one thing I wanted to bring to your attention. If that sidebar goes away, if you can't see your colors anymore, there are 2 reasons possible. One is that you have simply minimized it. See where it says color up here? If you click on the minus sign, that will minimize that particular section. So you may not end up seeing your colors. The layers, the info, all of these can be minimized. Even the previews, which show you the image that's currently in your brush, the paper texture image, and the thumbnail of your current artwork in progress, swap buffer or main buffer. So when you switch to the main buffer, from the main buffer to the swap buffer, you can see that we're now looking at the swap buffer. And switch back to the main buffer. You can actually see them both at the same time being blended together. With whatever blending mode you have for that, right click on this and you'll see the current layers mode, which is how the main and the swap buffer are blended together. Let's go and re-enable these. So compact color picker, there's a color picker that you can use for this. This one's the reddish color, this one's the greenish color. You notice there's some randomness to it, though it's not always the same. And that's because of the settings in your brush settings here. Let's pin this one down too. So you see that there are some random position, random size, random angle, but then also this group here with the random hue, saturation, and value. These are making sure that the flowers don't all look exactly the same. So if you pick a dark blue color, you can see it is dark bluish on average, but some of them are a little bit more on the purple side, some of them more on the light blue. You have more color selections here, and you also have color swatches, which are useful when you work on your gradients, because you can drag and drop these into the gradient tools. When you look at the color options here, you have a group of different color selectors up here, and there is a few more down below it. The wheel is a work in progress. We've changed it recently, so you don't see this yet. If you wait another month or two, you may have the latest release. So version 9.1 had a slightly different color wheel, and this is I'm using version 9.1 Beyond. I'm not sure what we call it yet, but it will probably become 9.2 at some point. So we have this more advanced color selector there too. And then there is the color mixer, of course, great pickup color palette. And always keep in mind, whatever you have been painting can also become a color palette. Simply go to the image menu and store it, store an image copy, and then click this little turkey baster here, or the color picker in the lower left corner. So now it operates as a color picker. So as you're dragging, if you click and drag here, you can see it's setting the primary color, and then if you click with the right button, it's setting the secondary color. So you can use the currently stored image as a color palette anytime. And looking at a few more, so there's the mixer, there's the harmony color selector, a lot of great ways to select your colors here. And then there's also the options for additional color selectors. But all of these really would be simply hidden if you had the sidebar disappearing, right? If you accidentally selected this, boom, it's gone. That's why I'm saying if you can't find your sidebar, you probably will want to go first to test that. That is one possible explanation for it. And that basically summarizes what I wanted to do in this very quick tutorial. And now go have fun waffling and painting.